Hey everyone, it's Robert over at Bloomington Acura. Today I'm going to go over your dynamic modes on the brand new MDX Type S Advance. Now, a lot of this will be the same as on the normal MDX, but we do have a couple new features with this Type S and especially the Type S Advance. So first of all, to select your driving mode, all you have to do is twist this dial left or right. So twisting it left will make it go up the list, and twisting it right will make it go down the list. Now, one really neat feature on this Type S is not only do you have a Sport mode, if we twist and hold, we also have a Sport Plus mode. So that is brand new on the MDX Type S. Now, with these different driving modes, you do have an air suspension that gives you over 2 inches of lift. So I'm going to twist it over into normal, and I'm going to show you right here on the screen what happens when I do that. So it's a little tough to see, but we get this little icon right next to the P for park that has a little car with 4 bars. If I go to lift mode, you're going to see that bar sets all the way to the top. And if I sit here, I'll see if you guys can see it. The car will actually start lifting the back and the front, and there you go. So you can see it a little bit. If I set this up here, let's just see how it will look. So I'm going to go back down to Sport and Sport Plus, just so you can see that lowering effect. Now, I do have another video showing the outside view, so definitely take a look at that video if you want an outside perspective of that raising and lowering in your different driving modes. Now, another feature we have is individual mode. So if I push and hold the Acura logo, I get this screen right here. So individual mode allows you to adjust your engine, your steering, your suspension. We can turn on and off the idle stop, change what our gauge cluster looks like, as well as set your lighting unless you have it set to something other than the dynamic mode lighting. So starting on the left, engine, we have comfort, normal, and sport. There is no Sport Plus mode for this engine, unfortunately, under the individual mode setting, but feel free to change this to whatever you like. So if you like it accelerating a little bit quicker, you just like that sporty feel, that's where sport's going to come into play. If you like a more kind of relaxed ride or you're on a road trip, that's where comfort mode will be better. Going back, steering. So comfort, normal, sport once again. From here, steering in sport mode, your steering will feel a bit firmer. You won't have to give as much input into the turn as you would in comfort mode. Comfort mode, you have a little bit more play in the wheel. Now with suspension, because we are in a Type S, if I put us to sport mode for the suspension, the car will actually lower us down to the sport suspension level. If I go to comfort, you'll see the car will start raising up to the comfort mode level there. Idle stop, like I told you, we can have this enabled or disabled. This is the function that allows the car to turn the engine off if you're at a stoplight to help save some gas and for emissions purposes. And then with the gauge, we can have it comfort, normal, or sport. So if I go to comfort, here's what your gauge cluster looks like. If I go to normal, oops, there you go. There's your normal style. And you also have sport. Now remember, on the new MDX, we do have 2 different styles for this gauge cluster in general. So if I use the right dial here, I'm going to go to the farthest or the lowest setting on the right screen. So gauge settings, I'm going to push to select it. Gauge layout. So we have advanced and we also have crafted. So if I go to the crafted layout, so there's sport, here's normal, and there's comfort. So you can see those different levels for there. And then the last one would be lighting. So once again, comfort, normal, and sport. I'm going to see if I can actually get some of this to work. It is bright outside, so it can be a little tough. Oh, there we go. So you can see on the back door here, we have lighting on the top half and the lower half of that wood trim, as well as in the door cups. So that also applies for the front doors. Now, it's gonna be tough to see, but you do have ambient lighting down below this gloss piano black. You also have it down in the footwells, which that one we can't see. And I'll show you here. It's also underneath this little center console right there. So if I change this over to comfort mode, you'll see we have blue all around for the comfort mode coloring. Now don't forget, you do have 24 other themes you can choose for this as well. This is just linked to the dynamic mode, and if you don't want to keep it like that, you can always reset to default, and we'll go ahead and do that just for the sake of it. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like any other videos, please let me know down in the comments below. Again, I'm Robert over at Bloomington Acura, and thanks for watching.